Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Hines is tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Finley. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job throwing tackle.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. Quarterback keeps it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Finds his man down the middle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
The lone back's got it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Using his feet to buy time. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This offense has a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Wants to throw. It's McLeod. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he makes the extra point. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's McLeod. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the ball. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Finley. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Nittany Lions will keep this drive going.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, if everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On second down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to run for it. The Nittany Lions will move the sticks. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the returner is stopped. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Happy Valley.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. He's got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the big fella, usually blocks, has a nice little run, and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. And this offense ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll go right back to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 everything? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly. And that guy is hard to bring back.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He makes the connection. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Finley. He caught it. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on the board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
He's looking to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The aerial assault continues. Got his man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Power football with the run. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good timing on the quick out. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Finley. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. The throw. He's right on target. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or...
And they got him for the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Finley. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They want to run this quarterback. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st down from the 11th. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been